Welcome back. In this tutorial, I will focus on user activity as well as usage analytics and walk you through these basic use cases: monitoring user activity and usage patterns, measuring user adoption success, pinpointing areas that need attention or adoption strategies, using insights to drive change. User adoption is key to making IBM Connections successful. Understanding how users are consuming and adopting Connections is a critical piece of information. By understanding how many users log into Connections frequently, which content is being shared by the users, and which apps are being used to which extent, you can leverage that information to drive adoption. Likewise, knowing what is not being used can help you prioritize value. This information is available under Activity Overview in the navigation menu. First of all, I want to analyze how the various elements of IBM Connections are being used by the users. Open the dashboard by clicking Activity Overview, Application Usage in the navigation menu. The upper part of the dashboard shows 3 gauges arranged side by side. These gauges illustrate the application usage of 10 specific applications as of today, over the last 7 and 30 days. Directly below is a line chart which displays the application usage history of each of the applications. Let's take a look at the application usage gauges first. Each gauge shows the number of logins per application in relation to the total number of logins. By comparing the usage over time, I can pinpoint areas that need attention or further adoption strategies. Communities and blogs are important to me. So I want to know if communities and blogs are frequently used for collaboration. Last week, on January 5th, we have provided extra training sessions for the users to increase the usage of blogs for knowledge sharing. That's why I'm especially interested in seeing if the usage of blogs did increase after the training sessions took place. I start my investigation with taking a look at the 30 days gauge, and I move the mouse over blogs in the donut chart. The blog's usage over the last 30 days was 12.4%. Now, I'm going to repeat the same step with each of the other gauges, and I realize that the blog's usage is actually going down from 10% in 7 days to 8.7% today. Obviously, the extra training sessions did not encourage the users to eagerly use blogs. Let's switch to the application usage history gauge to verify this impression. The first thing I will do is to limit the time interval to 2 weeks by clicking on the 2-week button. After that, I will hide all lines except the one for blogs and analyze what happened on January 5th, the day of the training, and on the following days. As you can see clearly, in the morning of January 5th, the usage looked very good, but in the following days, less and less logins were carried out. This is valuable information for adoption experts. Probably an additional adoption strategy is required to encourage users to use blogs. Now, I will complete the analysis task and examine the usage of communities. As with blogs, I will start looking at the 30 days application usage gauge, but this time move the mouse over communities in the donut chart. And I see the community's usage value is 11.8%. I will repeat the same step with each of the other application usage gauges, and I see that the community's usage is actually very stable. Up to now, we have already collected valuable information that can be used to drive adoption of application usage. In order to derive precise measures from this information, it is also very important to understand the user behavior. Consequently, I will switch to the User Activity dashboard, which provides the desired user profile information. To open up the User Activity dashboard, just click on Activity Overview, User Activity in the navigation menu. The dashboard is a collection of 5 gauges. These gauges provide insights into the login behavior of users and the number of active and inactive user profiles, internal and external. The typical questions to be answered in this context are: how many active and inactive profiles do we have? How many users log in on a weekly or monthly basis? Let's take a look at the gauges and see how we can answer these questions quickly. The user activity gauges on the top show the required login information, whereas each gauge contains the login data for a specific time period. In this case, 7 days, 30 days, and 1 year. The total number of enabled user profiles, the user profile's login figures divided into logged in and not logged in. The profile status gauge below shows the required profile status information. Profile status shows us that there is a total of 128 user profiles available in Connections. 56 of them are disabled and 72 of them are enabled user profiles. Taking a look at the activity gauge, we see that 47 out of 72 enabled users logged in within the last week and 52 out of the 72 enabled users logged in within the last month. These figures reveal that in the last week, almost 1 out of every 3 users did not log into the system. And in the last month, nearly 1 out of 4 users did not log into the system. This means approximately 25 to 30% of the enabled users did not log into the system over a long period of time. This is a great finding and opportunity to maximize the potential and the value of IBM Connections. Now it's time for action and turn passive viewers into engaged and active participants. Both reflections are essential to increase successful adoption, highly encouraged users, and vital application usage. Daily activity checks with ConnectionsExpert provide the following benefits: real-time, powerful, instant, and interactive insights, effective targeting of adoption strategies. Thanks for watching.